Hey, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to come on here really quickly and discuss a few things that I'm noticing lately in the relationship space that actually has me in my feelings, a bit dis- discouraged, or just feeling frustrated. If I just be real, feeling frustrated based off of what I'm witnessing. I'm just going to be talking about these things as I clean out some stuff. We getting ready to move, and so I'm just cleaning out some things and I'm excited about the transition. We coming to the ATL. We coming to the A, y'all. We coming to the A, and I'm excited about that. So, got to clean stuff up in the garage. Going and looking through bins that I hadn't looked through in 4 or 5 years. So we're getting ready to make this transition, and I'm excited about it. But yo, there's something that I've been seeing lately within the relationship space, and it's specifically related to how brothers be showing up. And so that's what I'm gonna be talking about, like really how dudes be showing up and not showing up in this space. It's a bit frustrating, y'all. It's a bit frustrating. And I know that a lot of the men who are watching this will probably say that the women don't be showing up either. That it's the woman's fault. That she the one with the issue. She the one with the problems. And that she need to do what she needs to do. She need to be accountable. She need to create a safe space. I don't feel comfortable being with her and all of that. And so I get that. I get that. I hear that all the time. But I will say that, bruh, over the past, I would say over the past week, I've encountered several situations in which dudes be like pretending that they move in one way, but come to find out they fake as fuck. They fake as fuck. Like they ain't moving the way in which they've been coming across. And so that right there is discouraging. You know, the amount of time, effort, and energy that the missus and I put in when it comes to supporting individuals and couples in the relationship space. We be pouring, y'all. We be pouring. So my wife and I were trained therapists. We're relationship coaches, and we got a community of folks that we're working with on a regular basis. And so, like, we're extending ourselves all of the time. Like, what you see me doing right here, we putting in the work. So this is the work that a lot of people be avoiding in their relationships, like this clutter, this mess, the dirt. You got to put your gloves on. I got garden gloves on right now, but you got to put your gloves on and get busy. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of dudes be talking about wanting to get busy, but don't actually be getting busy in their relationship, or at least they don't have sustained effort in their relationship. And so that's one of the things that I want to speak about today. Like, fellas, I want to backtrack real quick. It's not that you fake. I said you fake as fuck. It's not that you fake. I do believe that you have the intention to show up for your wife, to show up in your relationship, to show up for your family. I believe in you, bro. Like, real talk, I do. I wouldn't put forth the effort that I do if I did not believe that, number one, you have the capacity. But what I question is your willingness to push. I question your willingness to push. And so I see effort up front initially, but I don't see sustained effort over time. And as a result, you backslide. You backslide in your relationship, and you start looking at her and making excuses about what she's not doing, what your family ain't doing, but you're not looking at self and asking yourself the question, what can I be doing more of? What can I be doing more of? And so if you're not asking that question, what ends up happening is that you just end up blaming, and you're uber defensive when it comes to anything that your woman might be lifting up. And so over the course of this past week, that's what I've been seeing. I've been seeing brothers who had issues with infidelity, had issues with cheating, swear up and down that they weren't cheating, commit to a process of transformation, and actually experience a transformation, but then tap out of the process and go back to doing what they was doing before. That's frustrating, y'all. That's frustrating. And it's like when you know what the pathway is and how to get the transformation, and you can almost guarantee relationship success, but there's an unwillingness to stay on the path, then they're participating in their own destruction. They're participating in their own demise. And so, again, brothers who came to us because they were cheating and wanted some support, but lo and behold, they got the support, got the help, got the transformation, got the change. And after experiencing the transformation and the change, you get comfortable. You get comfortable, and as a result, you start doing what you was doing before and not doing what you did to actually experience the shift. And so you backslide. It's not just when it comes to infidelity. Brothers in spaces where they got issues with emotional regulation. Be angry as a mug, y'all. Like, be getting like so volatile. And a large part of that, I do believe, is based off of the positioning that we as men are in, because we live in a patriarchal society. So there's some embedded expectations that we move with when it comes to our women. Now, I'm saying this to you, but I'm also saying it to myself, because I've noticed that in my marriage with my wife, there's moments in which my emotions get, worked up, and I may even be out of pocket at different points in time. But I'm lifting this piece up to say that even if you have moments where you're having a hard time managing your emotions and you need to pause and take a break, fam, I encourage you to do that. Take a break, take a respite, put your hands in your pocket, sit down, go for a walk, splash some cold water on your face, do some deep breathing, meditate, listen to some music, exercise, whatever you got to do. But what you don't want to do is create a spirit of fear in your household. You don't want your wife to be afraid of you. You don't want your children to be afraid of you. There should be a healthy level of respect. But I think that we have these expectations where our wife and our children should fear us. And that's antiquated thinking, and it's counterproductive, it's unhealthy, and it leads to a toxic relationship environment where your spouse feels like she's being strangled. Your children feel like they're being suffocated. And what I'm challenging you to do is to look at self and say, how can I show up differently? How can I show up better? How can I be more collaborative and connecting in my environment versus creating an atmosphere of fear? You don't want that, bro. And so I've been seeing that over the course of this past week, where women are reaching out to me, just expressing that, he's all over the place. He's angry. He's yelling. He's cussing at me. He's, my children are afraid of him, and blah, blah, blah. And it's not what, you don't want that, fam. Like, you know better. You know better, but you ain't doing better. And so if you find yourself in a space where you are creating this energy in your home, you're out of pocket, bro. It's out of pocket behavior. And what I'm challenging you to do is to reconnect to a righteous path. Reconnect to men who are in a position in which they are demonstrably honoring their wives. So it's not just talk, but they're walking what it is that they talk. They're demonstratively honoring their wives and their families, their children. And so again, come into this space and connect them with other men. If you are in this space and you're not connected in the space, you're not communicating in the space and interfacing with other brothers who are actually moving in a righteous way in the space, then you're in the back of the church, the back of the sanctuary on the left-hand side, sitting on the last pew. You got to move to the front, fam. Move to the front and get connected. And so whether you're in the space, in my community where I work with men, or outside of the community, I'm just encouraging you to get connected, because what I do know is that when you are around brothers who are about something, when they're about their life in terms of family, in terms of community, in terms of leveling it up and bringing out the best in their children, then it's going to have a direct impact on you. And so what I want for you is that I want you to be in that space. Environment is a huge motivator, a huge predictor of how somebody moves. It's a huge influencer. And so if you're in the right environment and you're actively engaging in that space, then you'll notice a shift within you. But if you're in the environment and you're not engaging, then what you'll end up doing is being a passive observer and not really truly experiencing the transformation that you say you want to experience. And so you got to get active, fam. Get active. Stop just talking about it. Stop complaining. Stop whining. Stop bitching. Stop arguing. Stop fussing. Stop blaming. Stop all of that. Get active. Get active. Get in the right environment. Be active in the environment and do the work that you need to do to experience a shift within you. You got the ability to impact the space that you're in. But what you're doing is you're turning your back on your power because you think that it's somebody else's responsibility and not yours. It's yours, fam. You got to do your work. Doing your work means picking up the broom. Doing your work means picking up the trash bags. Doing your work means dumping whatever it is that you need to dump. Doing your work means looking at the stuff that you ain't looked at in 5 years, opening up the doors, going through, clearing the stuff out. That's what doing the work is. Doing the work is that. And if you're not willing to do it, stop blaming her. Stop blaming your children. Look at yourself. You got your own work that you need to do. You can't be all about just talking about it. You got to be about it. And what I'm challenging you to do is to get to work, fam. Stop playing. Start pushing.